Welcome to Catholic Shrine Basilica YouTube channel.
Basilica of the Old Jesus of the Immaculate Conception, Naples, Italy. Introduction. The Basilica Sanctuary of Gesù Vecchio is a significant religious site in Naples, Italy, located on Via Giovanni Palladino in the heart of the city's historic center. This church, often referred to as Gesù Vecchio, or dell'Immacolata di Don Placido, has a rich history rooted in the expansion of the Society of Jesus, which led to the construction of another larger church, the Gesù Nuovo, located nearby. The name Gesù Vecchio serves to distinguish this church from its newer counterpart, Gesù Nuovo, which was built to accommodate the growing Jesuit order in the region. Founded in 1554, the church has played a vital role in the religious and cultural landscape of Naples. In 1958, it was granted the status of a minor basilica, acknowledging its importance and historical significance. The full title of the church is the Basilica Sanctuary of the Gesù Vecchio, or the Basilica Sanctuary of the Immaculate Conception in Don Placido, a reference to the revered image of the Immaculata di Don Placido housed within its walls. Looking ahead, the church is preparing to commemorate a significant milestone in 2026, the 200th anniversary of the pontifical coronation of the Immaculata di Don Placido, a momentous event that will further solidify the church's status as a revered place of pilgrimage and devotion in the city of Naples. History of Basilica of the Old Jesus of the Immaculate Conception, Naples, Italy. The Basilica Sanctuary of Gesù Vecchio has a rich and layered history, beginning with its founding in 1554. 4 years after its establishment, construction was overseen by Giovanni Tristano, the supervising architect for the Jesuits. Tristano was responsible for the design and creation of the initial portion of the church, which was intended to serve as the seat for the Society of Jesus. This section of the building later became known as the College of the Savior. The development of the basilica continued from 1568 to 1575 under the direction of Giovanni de Rosi's. During this period, de Rosi's expanded the college, adhering to the original design established by the Jesuit architects. The refectory of the church was inaugurated in 1578, marking a significant milestone in its construction. In 1583, Giuseppe Valeriano took over the building project, overseeing the continuation of the college's expansion for the next 22 years. However, significant changes occurred between 1608 and 1623, as the church underwent a major reconstruction under the guidance of Father Pietro Pravati. This work was followed by the direction of Agazio Stoia, who took charge of the construction in 1623. The church was officially opened for worship a year later, in 1624. From 1630 onwards, various improvements were made to the church, many under the leadership of Cosimo Fanzago. His contributions over the next 24 years included the creation of the Capellone di San Francesco Saverio, a ramp linking the cloistered building to the atrium, and the Capellone di Sant'Ignazio di Loyola. In 1678, the church underwent further renovation, particularly in the third chapel, which was redesigned by Giovan Domenico Vinaccia. Vinaccia also completed the church's facade in 1688. The library was officially opened in 1700, and in the mid-18th century, a late Baroque renovation was executed by Giuseppe Astrita, enhancing the basilica's grandeur. Between 1767 and 1777, significant changes occurred as the Jesuits were expelled from Naples, and the basilica was repurposed as a royal boarding school. It later became the seat of the University of Naples. During this period, the church itself was redesignated as the parish of Santa Maria della Rotunda. At the start of the 19th century, the apse was renovated, and with the return of the Jesuits, the church was once again entrusted to Don Placido. However, the religious order was expelled again in 1806, and the church's role shifted once more, with the establishment of the University Library in 1808. By the end of the 19th century and into the early 20th century, the basilica became an integral part of the university complex, a role it continues to play today. The basilica was damaged during the 1980 earthquake, but has since been restored. Architecture of Basilica of the Old Jesus of the Immaculate Conception, Naples, Italy. Architects: Pietro Pravati, Agazio Stoia. Architectural style: Baroque architecture. The basilica's facade, constructed at the end of the 17th century by Giovan Domenico Vinaccia, is a prime example of Baroque architecture. The facade is slightly convex in shape, with a grand entrance at the center, topped by a large rectangular window. The design of the facade reflects the bold and intricate nature of Baroque style, making it a striking feature of the church. Interior. The interior of the basilica is designed in the form of a Latin cross, with a single nave and 4 chapels on each side. Each chapel is home to various artworks and religious relics, contributing to the church's importance as a site of pilgrimage and devotion. Right side chapels of the Basilica Sanctuary of Gesù Vecchio. The right side chapels of the Basilica Sanctuary of Gesù Vecchio are home to several significant works of art and religious relics. The first chapel displays 3 paintings by Andrea Melanconico, contributing to the church's rich artistic heritage. The second chapel contains 2 ancient lipsinotheks, relic holders that are of great historical and religious importance. The third chapel is dedicated to St. Francis Borgia, adorned with intricate marble decorations by Bartolomeo Getty, alongside a statue of the saint created by his brother Pietro. And the fourth chapel, visitors can admire 2 panels by Marco Pino, which depict the Transfiguration and the Madonna with St. Ignatius of Antioch and St. Lawrence. Additionally, the right chapel of the transept, dedicated to St. Francis Xavier, was designed by Cosimo Fanzago. Fanzago also created the statues of Jeremiah and Isaiah, which are positioned on either side of the altarpiece by Cesare Fracanzano, showcasing the deep religious significance of the space. Left side chapels of the Basilica Sanctuary of Gesù Vecchio. The left side chapels of the Basilica Sanctuary of Gesù Vecchio are equally rich in artistic and religious significance. The first chapel on the left houses 3 canvases by Girolamo Senatiempo, showcasing the artist's distinctive style. In the second chapel, visitors can find the Vision of St. Mary Magdalene de Puzzi by Senatiempo, alongside St. Aloysius Gonzaga in Glory by Battistello Caracciolo. The third chapel features 2 lateral paintings by Gennaro Abate, a pupil of Giuseppe Simonelli, which illustrate episodes from the life of Saint Gennaro. The fourth chapel, dedicated to Saint Stanislaus Kostka, contains works by both Nicola Melanconico and Senatiempo. Finally, the left chapel of the transept, dedicated to Saint Ignatius of Loyola, was designed by Cosimo Fanzago. The statues of Gideon and Joshua were later created by Matteo Battaglieri and positioned next to the altarpiece by Francesco Salamina, further enhancing the chapel's religious atmosphere. Dome and frescoes. The dome of the basilica was frescoed in the late 19th century by Onofrio Buccino, who also repainted the 4 panels depicting the apostles located on the side walls of the transept. These frescoes were traditionally attributed to Marco Pino. In the apse area, frescoes by Vincenzo Pagliatti further enhanced the spiritual atmosphere of the church. Apse and main altar. Behind the main altar, a double ramp adorned with stucco angels leads to the large apse. At the center of the apse is the revered wooden statue of the Immaculate Conception, sculpted by Nicola Ingaldi and belonging to Don Placido Backshare. This statue holds a prominent place in the church's religious life, attracting numerous pilgrims. Sacristies. The church also contains an old sacristy, which can be accessed from the left chapel of the transept. This space houses an Adoration of the Magi by Pino, along with various display cases containing ancient wooden statues. The new sacristy, located in a separate room, showcases a canvas by Francesco de Mura, depicting the Virgin indicating the monogram of Christ to St. Louis Gonzaga. Additionally, a precious nativity scene with figures from the 17th to the 19th centuries is displayed in the sacristy. The Cloister of the Savior. The Cloister of the Savior, also known as the Courtyard of Statues, is another notable feature of the basilica. This area adds to the peaceful and contemplative atmosphere of the church, offering a serene environment for reflection and prayer. Feast Day. Feast Day, December 8th. The Basilica of the Old Jesus of the Immaculate Conception, Gesù Vecchio, in Naples, Italy, celebrates the Feast of the Immaculate Conception on December 8th each year. This day is significant as it honors the belief in the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary, a key devotion in the Church. Additionally, the basilica is dedicated to Don Placido Bakshare, and in 2026, it will commemorate the 200th anniversary of the pontifical coronation of the image of the Immaculate Conception associated with Don Placido. Church Mass timing: Monday 9 a.m., Tuesday 9 a.m., Wednesday 9 a.m., Thursday 9 a.m., Friday 9 a.m., Saturday 9 a.m., Sunday 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Church opening time: Monday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Tuesday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Wednesday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Thursday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Friday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Saturday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Contact info via Giovanni Palladino 38 80138 Napoli, Italy. Connectivities: Airway, Basilica of the Old Jesus of the Immaculate Conception, Naples, Italy, to Naples International Airport, distance between 16 minutes 5.3 kilometers, via Corso Giuseppe Garibaldi. Railway, Basilica of the Old Jesus of the Immaculate Conception, Naples, Italy, to Napoli Centrale via Giuseppe Garibaldi, distance between 9 minutes 2.1 kilometers, via CSO Umberto I.
If you wish to know more about Catholic shrine basilicas, Marian shrines and Marian apparitions, subscribe to our Catholic Shrine Basilica YouTube channel. Like and share with your loved ones. For more churches, website www.catholicshrinebasilica.com.